Hello, this is Jimbo. And what would you do if you got two upper molars here, got cavities and infected, and one's got a cavity over here and they all need to come out? Well, you'd obviously go to the dentist and get it taken care of. Well, if that happens to a horse, what are they gonna do? They're gonna stand there, deal with the pain, try to eat, and hopefully not start losing a bunch of weight. But you as a horse owner somewhere have to notice that something's going on. Well, that happened with my buddy's horse. She started losing weight, a Palomino mare named Angel. And so I took that horse, the owner and I took that horse and my horse Joe to get the teeth floated. So last summer I put out a video explaining what that was, and you can click on that at the end of this video if you like. But during that procedure, that's when we found that my horse Joe had those issues. So I found Mark and Anna Braunschmidt in, I believe, rural Garrettson, South Dakota, and they floated the teeth and they found that issue. So I had to bring Joe back, and what this video is about is that entire procedure on those guys taking care of my horse's dental problems. And it's called Eclipse Equine is their business. And right now they're actually building a brand new facility right on their place to make it better. So if you feel like you're interested in this procedure, I shortened it up quite a bit, but they have a lot of good tidbits of information in there on how they do their business. So feel free to join in, and we'll talk to you later. You can see where Anna has her hand there, and on the left and the right side, they have his face shaved there. They were successfully able to do a nerve block on Joe's left side, but his right side, he was too sensitive. So they had to go up behind the eye to do a different type of nerve block. It's a little more tricky, but it was the only way that we could get Joe to stand there well enough to get the nerve block that he needed.
Him. He's got just a little, the way he's leaning, he's got the.
I thought it was like the heater trying to like the igniter
No,
trying
that's
to
him
click, click,
shaking
click,
it.
click, 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 click.
But he seems pretty solid, so I don't really want to move him. I
No,
don't want to.
leave him alone.
Don't want to wake him anymore.
No.
So I'm just gonna let him be. I'll get that out of the way. Heart rate's been good.
We do need to keep track of drugs though.
Yes. Do you have a sheet for me?
No,
Okay.
not yet. Even if it's just a
put 'em right
blank
here.
sheet of paper, I'm fine.
I'm just gonna put him right in here.
Or your phone.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yes. You smell it.
What?
You smell it.
Yeah. You want to try to video in here with the mirror? I can show you over here on this upper left side here. If we look here, there's the 6 tooth, fairly decent for a horse of his age. The 7 tooth, the 8, and then we have our problem tooth here is the 9 tooth. You can tell how it's more discolored. It's cupping, it's invaginated throughout the center of it. We've got the hay stuff that's stuck on the palatal or next to these rugae folds up in through here on the inside part of that. And then there's also a small little fracture on the back end of it as well. That is one of the teeth here that are an issue. Conversely, on the other side, we have that 6, 7, then the 8, then there's a large gap here you can see. Yep. And then there's the 9 that also has that developmental groove fracture in the distal end of it. But that tooth area is also bad. But on this particular side, radiographically, it's not only just the 9 tooth, but also the 8 is compromised as well radiographically.
So with that fracture, is that complicated extraction? Maybe it breaks into
It's possible, yeah, we could end up taking it out in pieces. Now we're doing an interligamentous nerve block in addition to the infraorbital nerve block. So this will be similar to like what you and I get at the dentist, like when they come around and they poke your tooth individually. It's just in a lot larger format. That's designed specifically for equine. By doing these nerve blocks, hopefully we can give him less IV anesthetic is the ultimate goal.
I'd like to stand him up here when you have a sec, Mark.
Yeah.
Come on, big guy. There you go. You can stand on your own four legs. Yeah.
Playing his own drum.
He did hear we wanted music, so since you wouldn't sing for us.
What part of the deal is actually making the
So he's hitting his knee, and I think the chain is rattling. I can stand him up again.
We will.
He's not dropping both of his legs though, so.
One more.
You want me to wait?
Yep.
Kiddo, come on. Just set that down, can I? Yeah, we'll straighten you out in a sec. That's a new one on me.
That's
I mean, I've had him shake, but not in that exact position.
not to where it makes that kind of noise.
Come on, kid.
What?
All right, we'll see if that'll settle you a little more, bud.
Take his heart rate right now and then take it again in 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay. He was in the 40s and he's in the 60s now.
Perfect. I think that dorm got him.
I think so.
Can you pull up the upper rights for me? Mm-hmm. This one forward and that one should rock
Okay.
back.
So you got some space there?
Yep. So he's already got a fracture on the, and I can show you on the x-ray over there.
Yeah, if you want to come over here, I can point it out to you.
On the 8 tooth, on the mesial root of it, there's already a fracture there, so we know we're gonna have to go in and dig out roots before we even get started.
So right in through here. See that black line right through? Goes right across one of the roots. So these are the roots, going back up into the skull, but it looks like there's already a fracture line there, which it's not uncommon, but we just know it's gonna take a little more work to get that tooth out. We can't just take it all out in one piece. The reason they're not necessarily his, but a lot of them are fractured to start with. And it'll just split the tooth apart, but the root will still be attached to the crown of the tooth. That's not an issue. It's when the root itself is separated from the part that extends above the gum line.
Where the deep part's just sitting down in there.
Correct. And then we gotta go in and get it.
digging out a fence post that's below ground.
Yep.
We can't just cut off the roots. And leave them.
Can't dig next to it with a sawzall and
Nope.
cut lower.
Doesn't work. Gotta get the whole thing.
Well, this is why we got the pros doing this, so really appreciate it.
Of course. And now it's just a patience game.
So what we're doing now, this is a spreader. And so basically it's kind of like a wedge that goes in between those two teeth in order to push the front tooth forward and the back tooth back in order to create some potential space in there so the tooth in question has ability to move.
Probably helps when you have two side by side that need to come out anyway.
That will help for the second tooth, yes, because it'll give it a place for that second one to fall into.
I think he's fine, Mark, but just want you to know that he's really not putting any weight on that right hand. He's got his whole hip.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
leaning against the back gate.
Yep, he's all solid. He looks solid over there, but just so you know. So that we talked about the soft tissues that hold the tooth in. There's that periodontal ligament that is keeping that tooth in place. And so it just takes time to fatigue it, to wear it down. And so you just gotta, like when kids are losing teeth and they have to wiggle that tooth until it gets loose, we're kids wiggling teeth right now.
I think our other second chewy block worked though.
Good, really good. I really wish you'd just stand on that, buddy. It's all right. Do you.
Oh man, that side stinks. Your cameras pick up smell too?
Only on people's faces.
He's still right at 60, Mark? You doing a cornectomy on him?
Yeah. So what we're doing now with this is a 3mm high-speed drill that will actually shave off the back part of the tooth in order to give us more room so it'll rock forward and back, because right now it's kind of locked in place. But we want to make sure that we're only on the affected tooth and we're not involving the good tooth, the healthy tooth we want to leave in the body.
When I go to the dentist again and start shaving my cheekbones, I'll know I'm in trouble.
Wrong place.
I wondered if you had something to assist your hand grip, because
Yeah.
I was telling her earlier, it's a good thing you got a lot of upper body strength for this.
You should. There's a lady over in Wisconsin. Her name's Dr. Molly Rice, and she's a board certified veterinary dentist. And so I've learned a ton from her. And she's maybe 110 pounds soaking wet and does these things all day long.
There we go.
But she's also got Mike to help her, who's her assistant, who's a great big guy.
It's reversed.
Yeah.
I am not Mike. Not even close.
Now you're a lot prettier.
I would hope so.
Getting some movement. Watch this 8 bob up and down in here.
It's not loose.
Well, it's broke, so.
Oh, right.
Making bubbles.
Would you care to elaborate?
Oh.
My son does that at dinner too. But we don't like it when that happens.
So I don't know if this microphone will pick it up or not, but if we're all quiet for a second here, we can. You hear that squishy sound in there, and that's the sound of the periodontal ligament loosening up. We're getting a little bit of blood next to it, which is a good thing, and that's why we're able to have as much movement. That's what I got here now. So when I say we're making bubbles, we've got tiny little blood froth on the back end of the tooth. I don't know if you can pick it up with your camera or not. You can see the movement in there, and that's a good thing. That's part of the extraction process. That's what we want. So now it's just a press and hold game. Oh, come on, buddy. I thought that was coming. I thought that was the money shot.
Sounded like it.
So here's where that fracture on the x-ray where we can see there where the root is, where it's missing. Right here, so that's the part we got to go up and get yet. So that looks,
Looks pretty complete.
yeah, so outside front. Yeah, I mean it's
massive.
On a
You'll have
younger,
a pennant for your family. You can take it
Where's
home
your
and put it
jar
on
of-
display.
where's your jar of tea?
In that.
Here. So he's an older horse, so a lot more of his tooth has erupted, and this isn't going to be the same tooth. But on a younger horse, the whole tooth is much, much longer. So you can see if this was a damaged tooth on a younger horse, it'd take a lot more time. But since he's worn through a lot of it, it makes life a little easier. You could either have some really good or really bad with the ASMR, depending on how you view things. Some of those noises, I don't know, they might send people through the roof.
I just learned about ASMR about a year ago.
Yeah?
Who?
What does it even stand for? I don't know.
Oh, I knew it a while back.
It's those videos where they really enhance the sound and really, I don't know how to explain it.
Sensory meridian response, something like that.
Chat GDP, what's it doing?
Autonomous sensory meridian response. Huh.
Is that some form of torture or something?
Sometimes, I think.
Yeah, some of it is just having a video of like nothingness with different audio stimulus, but I figured it would be low level audio stimulus. And some people have put some videos out where they're just saddling up and going for a ride.
Sure.
All the natural noises.
Yep, the creaking of the leather and jingling.
Yeah, one Saturday morning I was walking our county highway in my shorts and I had my horses in the ditch. So I filmed them for like 30 minutes just eating grass. I put that out there as an ASMR.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 or 3 in that playlist. But.
So the definition, Mark, it says a feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck is experienced by some people in response to specific general stimulus, often a particular sound. So it
By
might be.
that definition, I would figure that was like fingernails down the chalkboard
Right?
instead of
Right, this is in a
soothing.
good way, in a good way. But some people will be sometimes something ridiculous, like somebody slicing a cucumber and just enhancing those sounds.
Keep the blood off my mirror, it'd be a lot easier. Anybody can do this then. That's right, I slept at a Holiday Inn Express last week, so we're good.
What do you have going on in there now, Mark?
I'm trying to get the bleeding to stop on the other side so I can isolate that root better.
Ah,
So I got it packed full of gauze, and I'm working on the left tooth now, the 209, finishing that distal, so the backside cornectomy, so making the tooth a little smaller so it has room to shift backwards.
Well, we've been taping for an hour and 15 minutes, and there's only 8 hours left of camera time. So.
We're here for 8 hours, so help me. You ever heard a grown man scream? You'd be about ready to if that was the case, I'll tell you that much.
we had one miserable extraction.
Well, that would have been probably pushing it by the time we added them all together. I guarantee that horse was in for over 8.
Oh, well, and
I worked on it for 3 hours plus at the facility. I couldn't get it, so they came down here. Anna helped me for another 5 hours.
But this was like the week before Christmas, and that was my one afternoon to finish up all the Christmas everything. And instead, I spent the entire time down here, and I'm looking, okay, when are we gonna have time to finish all this? So,
And my oldest daughter just texted me from last week, said she had a nightmare about me last night. She goes, "You don't have any medical secrets, do you?" I said, "Well, if we do, they're secrets to me as well." So. So those nerve blocks will last like all day.
No, they last for about 2 to 3 hours or so. And then the IV medications that I gave him this morning, one of them will give him 12 hours of pain medication. The other ones that we kind of keep re-upping him with, they give him about 2 hours worth of pain medication, but then they give him about 30 to 40 minutes of sedation. And the further into the procedure we go, the less length of time of sedation they'll get. So we'll have to re-up them quicker and faster the further we get into this procedure. There are some places at the great big referral hospitals that have just a continuous rate of infusion. It's called a CRI, and they put it on a pump, and they just constantly give them a little bit of drugs all the way through for 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes. But let's hope we're not here that long today.
same, 4 and 4?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
it seemed to work pretty good.
So if they get too much stimulation as the drugs are starting to work, you don't get as much effect. So if he just is patient and waits for it to reach its peak, then we're going to get better or longer sedation from it.
There it is.
Is that your root?
That's my root.
Excellent.
That's the cause right there of this whole thing. That was the fracture that we saw on the x-ray ahead of time.
So this end was up in the, or
Yeah,
which way?
this end here is up in the socket.
We'll take x-rays.
Just 2 pieces to that too?
No, visually I think we got it all out now.
We'll take x-rays to verify though.
with what was missing on that great big tooth that we pulled out, you know, the bulk of it initially, there was only one piece in there that was fractured, and that was the mesiobuccal root. So now we got to go back and get the 9 out behind it. But it should have room now to move.
I'm gonna say, just guessing that one should be easier with some space.
One would hope.
Don't want to jinx it. If
Yeah,
you believe in that
yeah.
kind of thing.
As soon as I bring it up again.
Yeah.
And then the roots don't always just go straight up and down where you pull them straight. They curve back this way, and then the inside one curves this way, so they actually kind of fight against each other.
Almost like they were designed to hold the tooth in. Right?
Dad's pretty smart when he made these guys. There's a few things on the horse I have questions for him on. Why did you do this way?
So you have a job.
Well, that's probably what it is.
There's enough negativity in the world.
This was the 9. You can see there, all diseased, abscessed all the way up and through there. And the big black hole, the hole down here. If we were to take a pin, we probably can run it all the way out the bottom part of there and run it over up the track here to creating the abscess. You can see, maybe start to see the hole right here. I can feel it. But we'll clean it up and do some cool stuff with it afterwards. I don't know if you can appreciate that on your camera video there.
A lot of movement.
Yep, but if I flush it here, maybe you can get a little better view. You can see now how that tooth is sticking down further than the rest of them.
Right.
So that fulcrum that I put in there, that aluminum block, helped to push this so it pulls it down straight. Yep. And so now we'll see how it does if, no, I'll put the next size block on.
Complete.
There might be a little piece back here yet on that distal root on the outside edge. I think there's one more piece yet.
Yeah.
YouTube can teach you a lot.
It's amazing what you can learn.
You probably could find this on YouTube too if you really look at it.
Actually, yeah. Because Mom wanted to know what the new procedure was that you learned, the minimally invasive buccotomy.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't really know how I can. Let me just Google it. Let me look it up. And
Take
sure
an
as
X-ray
heck,
and see if there's how much of that's left in there. I think I got it all, but let's look and see. The 207, the upper, or I'm sorry, the 208, the upper left tooth has a tiny little bit of ability to it, more than what I like to see. So I'm pretty sure it looks like an X-ray here after we have the 9 out. We'll see how he tightens down.
It's a little harder to hear Mark right now because we took the microphone off so it wasn't in the way of his X-ray lead vest.
do you want it more vertical or is, oh, buddy. Yep. A little motion there.
pee, he'd settle in a whole lot better.
That's probably true. They get uncomfortable. Any sort of stimuli. So if he has a full bladder, that's stimuli. And a lot of times if they'll just urinate, then they just settle back down and go back to sleep.
Stand up.
There you go, my kid. Just let it happen. I wonder if just the sedation level makes a difference with that, Mark, because you have to consciously choose to urinate, really. I mean, it's not a passive process. I wonder if it's too deep, maybe that prevents that to some degree too. Oh, big guy, come on now.
Don't be a You're doing good. No, it's just being...
You want to give him his 4 minutes?
We always joke and say we have no secrets, and today, literally, we have no secrets.
But there's proof.
Part of it. You can smell that thing though, even though it's in the disinfectant. Can you appreciate that? I mean the whiff of it.
Oh yeah.
That was after being soaking in there for 40 minutes. And it's still.
Softer tissue on the end of it.
Yeah. Part of that in there is the periodontal ligament, but part of them there's the abscess, but you can see those holes that are on the inside. Yeah, those are no good. They blew out right on the inside here. Right inside there, there's where the pus drainage is all at. There's a hole that goes right up inside there, all the way to there. Let's take another X-ray and see.
Okay.
I got a big chunk out earlier, but I don't know. I thought it looked like an X-ray. It looked like there was more of it. But
The exciting parts are done when the teeth actually come out. And it's kind of...
So there you have it. The 3 molars are pulled and Joe's doing very well. You maybe saw some similarities between human dentistry and equine dentistry, just that it's animal and it's bigger. Now the other part is, like I said earlier, is animals can't tell you that it hurts. So you definitely have to pay attention to your animals. So I learned some stuff on this. It wasn't a real exciting video, but there's a lot of good tidbits in there to learn from. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you around next time.